Hello everyone and welcome to another video in Bigin's Explainer series. In this video, we'll be talking about how you can efficiently manage your incoming emails with Bigin's email in topic. When you share the same email ID with all customers and prospects, every single email, be it a demo request, a delivery confirmation, or even a feedback, will end up in the same inbox, which means that your team will have to go through all emails just to locate the ones that are relevant to them. Not only will this affect your productivity, but it will also drastically increase response times, leading to poor customer satisfaction. This is where email in will come to your rescue. Let's say that you have two distinct teams in your organization, one for sales and other for support, and you've created two distinct pipelines to manage those operations. With Emailin, you will be able to create unique email addresses for each of these operations and then associate them with that particular pipeline. So let's say a customer sends a query to the customer support email ID. What Bigin will do is it will automatically capture that email and convert it into a record in the customer support pipeline. Let's see this feature in action. In order to configure email in, you will have to head to settings and then click on toppings. Here, you will find the email and topping under the Built by Bigin tab. As soon as you locate it, click on Install. Now you'll have to provide Bigin with all the necessary permissions and click on Install Now. Once the topping is installed, we can start creating our unique email addresses, otherwise known as email aliases. Click on the Add New Email Alias button and then enter the email alias which you wish to create. In this scenario, we are creating an email alias for the support team. So we can name it as support@zilker.biginmail.com. So Zilker here should represent the name of your business. So you can go ahead and customize that based on your requirements. Now, we'll need to add a friendly name for our own internal reference. This can be customer support ID, following which we'll have to specify the pipeline with which this particular email alias is going to get associated with. So since this is an email ID for the customer support team, we want all the emails which are sent to it to be added to our customer support pipeline. You can also specify the sub-pipeline here. Once that is done, every single email sent to this email ID will automatically land up in the first stage of the customer support pipeline. Now we'll have to specify which team member is going to handle all the incoming requests. So you can choose that here, and then you can differentiate the records which are created via email in by adding a unique tag. In this case, I'm just going to add a tag which says domestic. If your business receives a lot of spam, irrelevant emails, and duplicate inquiries, you can stop them from cluttering your system by sending all the email in records for approval before they get added to your pipeline. Now, let's understand the reopen closed records on customer reply configuration. Once you turn on this configuration, pipeline records that have been previously closed will be reopened automatically when a customer replies to that email thread. For instance, let's say a customer support request has been resolved and moved to the closed stage. If a customer subsequently reaches out to you via the same email thread, the system will automatically shift the record from the closed stage back to an open stage. Here, you will have to specify the closed and open stages. Closed stage refers to the stage from which a record should reopen. In this case, it's going to be request rejected. And open stage refers to the stage to which a reopened record should move after receiving an email. In this case, it can be request received. So what will happen now is that if a customer responds to an email thread with further questions or issues related to a particular record which was moved to the request rejected stage, then it will automatically move to the request received stage, thus alerting the support team that this customer needs attention. Click on save, and the email alias is now created. At this juncture, I'd like to point out that all email aliases created via email in will contain the domain bigin.com. However, if you already own an email alias for your business, then you can set up email forwarding with your respective email client to forward incoming emails from your own alias. How about we see email in action? I'm going to send an email to the email alias that we've just created. As soon as an email was sent out to this particular email ID, Bigin would have captured its contents automatically and converted them into a record in the customer support pipeline. In this scenario, as I have enabled email approval, we'll have to head to the approvals icon in the top right corner, select on the email in tab, where you'll be able to view all the records which were created by capturing the emails sent to this particular email alias. You can go through the contents of the record and decide if this is a genuine request or not. Once you've made your decision, you can approve it or delete it. I'm just going to approve it for now. And once the record is approved, it'll automatically get added to the first stage of the customer support pipeline. If the email is from an existing contact, the pipeline record created will automatically be associated with that contact. If the email is from a new customer, then a contact record will be created with the sender's email ID and it will get associated with the pipeline record. When you head to the conversation tab, you will find all the email conversation made in the same email thread in a chronological sequence. Not only will you be able to view the email, but you'll also be able to respond to them. Click on send, and the email will reach your customer's inbox. If you wish to collaborate with multiple team members on the same issue, you can do so by clicking on the add comment button and then tagging the person you wish to collaborate with and then leaving them a note. Click on comment and your team member will get notified of it. Keep in mind that these comments are only for internal reference and are not visible to your customers. With that, we'll be wrapping up this video. I hope you've understood how email-in can help you declutter your inbox and ensure that every single customer email receives the attention that it requires. Do head to the description of this video where we've added the link to our detailed help documentation that will walk you through the process of setting up your first email alias. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at support@bigin.com and head to the comments and let us know which email alias you're going to create first. Thank you and have a nice day.